How sugar and soda impact the brain. Let's watch a little bit of that, bro. Shout out to Huberman, Andrew Huberman. How does sugar impact the brain?
Do you view soda as one of the worst, certainly not the best, but one of the worst culprits out there? I mean, it is really prominent, especially nowadays. Also, we should include energy drinks. A lot of kids, especially males, by the way, it's almost, this is crazy. It's almost 95% of energy drink consumption is males.
Interesting.
And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the packaging or how the marketing has been pitched. But by the way, as soon as I say that, someone will be in the YouTube comments telling me that that's completely false, but we can point you to the data. So what are your thoughts on sugary drinks and what that's doing? Do you think this is a reaction to how much stress people are experiencing? Is this like people's attempt to inoculate their stress? Or is it simply that it tastes good and it's easy to consume and it's relatively inexpensive?
People have not, and we have not really studied the sugary drinks in the same way we have studied the comfort food and the binge eating. And so my guess is that it is part of a stress response. But even more than that, it's part of the hedonic cycle. So when you get the sugar, especially if it's packed with caffeine, that's going to be a more addictive drink, you get this, really feel-good response right away. And then you get the low, and it's the hedonic withdrawal, so which is this, you actually feel bad when it's been a while since you've had it. And so then it drives the compulsivity. You want.
She's talking about sugar. Now, I heard, of course, there's diabetes and things like that. So, of course, sugar, of course, could be very addictive for a lot of people where they always need that, they got a sweet tooth. They need that fix. But she mentioned coming down off of sugar rushes or whatever the case is, that withdrawals, right? That's pretty epic. And I'm not laughing at, people that, whatever the case is, because I know that's a thing. But damn. Me, man, I'm at the point right now, bro. I'm watching everything I eat, and I feel like I still am not getting it right. In the sense of, I even said that in a thing, in my Now You Know freestyle, man, the beatbox freestyle, man. The food in your pantry is probably killing you slowly. You could barely control it. Literally, man, like all the shit that we're eating, I speak on this time and time again. All the food that we're eating, man. My dad sent me something earlier today, where it's like there's these eggs, like showing me like a clip of eggs being manufactured, and it was like ultra fake. Like they color it, so you know how you have your brown eggs and your pure white eggs in the cases. Like, it was a clip that somebody was showing. I guess he saw it on TikTok. I guess it was like a TikTok, but he saw it on WhatsApp with a piece, or sent it to me on WhatsApp. And the eggs were all fake, and they colored them brown. Like, you think you're eating organic brown eggs. No, you're eating the same egg, whatever that they curated for everybody, and they just colored the shell brown. And then there's even some eggs where it's just like the yolk, like the inside, like it's like to the point, bro, now whatever's going to get you is going to get you. That's my mindset. Like, whatever's going to get you. And it's so crazy because actually, as a matter of fact, to be honest with y'all, I had a conversation I went to get a checkup the other day. Just a regular routine checkup at the doctor, whatever the case is. And I was asking him, man, I was like, man, as of late, man, I've just been more hyper conscious about like the food that I'm eating and just like cancer, like how people, it seems like I was telling them how I remember a time where cancer just seemed like something that happened to older people. Whereas now you could be in tip-top shape, an athlete, you could be working out and you could get a heart attack, you could get cancer. The youngest of the young and the oldest of old could all get hit with like cancer randomly. Healthy people, man. I've seen so many stories as of late of people, man, I live a healthy life. I've never had anything wrong, this, that, and the other. Then I got diagnosed with cancer. Or like, whatever the case, never smoked a day in my life. I got lung cancer. Like, what is causing it? And, I know it was a shot in the dark. I wasn't necessarily asking him how to prevent it, but I was just asking him, I just wanted to get his thoughts on like just what he thought about just like cancer, this like uprising in cancer, bro. And he said, yeah, it's the food. Like, and he ultimately said as well too, like, man, preventative maintenance, of course, is what we've always been told. Get your exercise, don't drink, don't smoke, have a healthy diet, sleep well, whatever the case is. Cancer could come from your deodorant, your shampoos, the clothes, the water, everything that comes in this plastic, man, all this plastic, the food, the styrofoam that your food comes in when you go to the carry out, the plastic containers, all this microplastics, bro, all of that adds up, bro. And we just out here just eating drinking water and we think, yeah, it's organic. All right. All right. Nobody's dodging it, bro. Nobody's dodging it. The other day as well, too, another example, I was at the grocery store, and it's getting to the point now where it's just like, I'm getting, like, in the meat. I've been telling myself for the longest time I want to cut out meat. I want to cut out meat. I want to cut out meat. But it's like, I'm not there yet. I don't got the discipline to, like, cut out, because a lot of it is just accessibility and just, like, ease, the ease of production, the ease for me to be able to make it. So I'm eating things that are just easy to quick turnaround. Not processed foods necessarily. Like, I'm still cooking, but things that don't take too long, like, you know, what the case is. So I'm walking past the meat section nowadays, and it's just like in disgust, like, is this even real? Are these burgers, this chicken that I'm picking up, about to go throw in the freezer, you know, what are the cases, these meatballs, these pork chops, is this real? I'm looking at the meat section in disgust nowadays when I go to the grocery store, bro. So I got a carton of milk, so I've been drinking this, you know, of course we're drinking, you know, almond milk, what are the cases, and the brand is Silk, and I saw a video again. I think my sister sent it to me. It was a video of a guy talking about like the milk, like the almond milk that comes in those cartons, the Silk milk or whatever the case is called. And he was just like, man, just take the time to read just the labels on these foods, man. And he showed me an alternative like milk to get. And so I tried this new milk, and I'm like, yeah, man, like, man, if the mass majority of people are drinking this, I want to drink this. Now, mind you, all of it is probably all the same, because again, we know that in marketing as well too. It's all marketing, bro. So that organic, that super, you know, expensive brand that you're paying, bro, the generic brand is just as good sometimes, if not better. I feel like when you try to dodge one thing, something else is going to get you. So you could think like, no, I'm eating healthy, man. Lo and behold, it's your deodorant that's making you sick. Like, oh, man, I go to the gym every day, man. Lo and behold, it's the water that you're drinking that's getting you sick. You know, all these, it's like you can't dodge everything, man. So everything in moderation. You know, shout out to this lady, Andrew Huberman, of course, and this lady, of course, they were speaking more so in terms of course, the video is titled How Sugar and Soda Impact the Brain, right? But I think it's a fair enough question to ask, man. How do all of these things impact the brain? How do all these things that we take in impact the brain, the body, the mind? Like, how are people getting sick so often, man, off of everyday household items? These cleaners, your detergent, you know, the materials that you wear in your clothes, like the gas, everything, the air you breathe, the water, everything is tampered with, bro. So I'm at the point now, and again, this is kind of like the essence that I got from the doctor as well too when I talked to him. It's just like, man, don't even worry about it. Like, you'll cause yourself more stress. Like, he basically was saying, like, cross that bridge when you get there. Live as a healthy of a lifestyle as you possibly can, but don't dwell on. And I catch myself as well too. I definitely don't harp on like, oh man, you know, to the point where it's just like counterproductive. But I am more conscious, just like, man, I'm not eating this, bro. Like, nah, bro. I'm doing my best to be just conscious of the things that I'm taking in. You know, I can't just blindly just be eating things anymore. You as well too. You can't blindly be eating things and blindly be like, take some time to know what you're consuming. What are you eating in your body? You see what I'm saying? Be mindful of these sugars and these, you know, these sodas, these processed foods, these fast food restaurants, man. Some people still eating Taco Bell, McDonald's. Stop eating that, man. I'm trying to cut out Chick-fil-A as well, too, because they switched to this new chicken, and the chicken tastes different. I don't know if you guys saw that as well, too. Chick-fil-A announced that they're going with newer chicken now. They're trying new chicken. Chick-fil-A is right around the corner for me, man. Maybe even walking distance, honestly. And I could taste that this chicken is different. I don't know if it's all new antibiotic. I don't know what they said they're doing with the new chicken. The fries are good. The chicken is good. It's like, it's too good. Like, there's some things that it's like, it's too good. It's too perfect. This is not like, come on, bro. Like, it's too tender. It's too. Had some watermelon the other day. It's too crispy. Like, I threw out the rest. It's like, this watermelon is too crispy. It's too red. Come on, bro. There's no way that the natural watermelon grown here in America, you know, you hear all the time how, you know, other countries or international foods are a lot better because it's not natural. It's literally going from the ground to the market. Whereas for us, it goes from the ground to the manufacturer, then to the market or to the grocery store, whatever the case is. Eat some watermelon that's too crispy. Like, this is not real. Chick-fil-A sandwich, man. It's just like, bro, this new chicken is new chicken, bro. This joint is different. This chicken don't taste normal, bro. You see? So just be safe. Just be mindful. Just be mindful of the moderation. Be mindful of the intake of the things that you're eating, man, because it's important, bro.